I would only give you a telegraphic aggregated answer. No, it has not failed. It has performed its role in history and it has laid the foundation for something new. This is what happens to, in history, civilizations come and go, ideas come and go. What were big buildings become a rubble. Someone else creates a home over that, which is not to say that they were useless. Things move on in history. And you and I may have become part of manure in history, which is all right. On communalism, on that the party has unequivocal and unambiguous position against communal politics. On that there is absolutely no doubt. I can say that with sincerity and emphasis. I do not exactly understand the context in which you talk about excessive religious freedom. I can guess some things. Someone creates a temple right in the middle of the road and no one has the courage to demolish it. And all kinds of things are made. Similar things, in a public institution, religious festivals take place, people accept it and such like. To my mind, I would probably describe it differently. This is not excessive religious freedom. This is tolerance for communal behavior in public places. In private spheres, in this country, there is and ought to be absolute religious freedom. That does not entitle anyone to misusing the public domain. When it comes to public domain, you cannot use it for any one faith, any one religion in this country. That's law of the land. That is the spirit of our country. That is what we should have.
Just 2 or 3 more questions, please, because we've had a long session now, and there is also business to do further. Some of the people who are willing to actually join the party should stay back for another half an hour of interaction with Yogendra Yadav. So that's why we want to close this session with just 2 or 3 more questions. And nobody who has already had the chance should come back.
Good evening to all. I do not ask this question as an individual, but I ask this question as a representative of all those students who have been named regarding the marches or the violence. I come from the Usmania University Joint Action Committee. I am the official spokesperson and also for the Telangana Students Joint Action Committee, where the search you have been looking for the idealist youth, unfortunately haven't connected yet, but where several lakhs of students and hundreds of student leaders are not able to come outside in the so-called democratic nation, or a government which is trying to fizzle out by using police forces. Unfortunately, naming it as violence only by marches or something is so disappointing, because when we are mentioning such kind of sentiments, it has to be taken into point that the police is still, in fact, when there is no movement right now also, the police is still having their forces in battalions, and the same student leaders who come from the rural sections, because if we really want to take this party seriously into the rural areas, then there are serious student leaders who are questioning the ministers or the governments, and in fact the government is so pressurized by these normal student leaders who do not come from any background or any legacy, but are still having more than above 100 cases, and are the so-called pagal youth who are taking canes, lathi charges, tear gases, and several central prison visits, and so many 50s and hundreds of police station visits. Those youth are actually looking for a clarity from you.
You have already replied, you are not there.
I was there at the beginning, sir. We are still, it is not, I am not talking to an individual there, I am talking to a party's representative. So we are looking forward for a clarity from the entire party, because here in fact students also are planning to start a political party. There was many news rounds whether students would come up for the general elections. So we are looking forward for a clarity. And one more thing is, not only that, it is a suggestion, because we have been observing, we have been reading also, that most of the usage during the Anshan of Anna Hazare and also during the party and many statements by the team Anna members, there has always been a usage of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhiji, but this India also listens. This India is also waiting for them to speak about the 80% of population. We are still looking forward, because you have mentioned about the great Constitution of India. There are many people who are still wanting to listen about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, and definitely then it will go into the rural sections.
I'm doctor by profession, and patient comes, they want only relief, concept and other things they don't worry. In the same way, the rural people will forgive all those concepts which you are telling. Few things. What they want is actually have a project. Second thing, what is the roadmap for all these things? You will discuss it kindly.
Just 1 second. I just want to say, please, whoever has not given their name and the phone number and the organization from which they have come, please enter it in that register which our friend is having there. Please put your name and this. This is the last, absolutely the last question. No, you want to ask? No, everything is important.
I'll answer it after the meeting.
Yes, after the meeting.
Yeah, my question is, how democratic would be the organization?
Yes.
How democratic would be the organization? Yeah, how democratic would be the organization? Most of the mainstream political